This is Thrash It Out, a show where we listen to a heavy metal album and then use it as an excuse to argue about stuff. I'm Anthony Johnston.
And I'm Brian Lathenry, and we're here because we love metal. Anthony and I have both been metalheads since we were kids.
And despite a few more wrinkles and a lot less hair, we still are.
But here's the thing, we love different kinds of metal. For example, I think Megadeth is one of the greatest bands of all time.
And I think they're a boring ass band who wouldn't know a good song if it punched them in the face. On the other hand, I think Slipknot pretty much saved metal from itself.
But I think they're just a bunch of kids in Halloween masks banging on trash can lids. But that's what makes Thrash It Out great.
See, we're both writers, which means we have an opinion on absolutely everything.
And we're also podcasters, which means we want to share that opinion with anybody who will listen.
And that's where you and Patreon come in. As you can see, we're not exactly running on a huge budget here.
But we want to make Thrash It Out 100% independent. We're not on a network, we don't have sponsors, and we don't want ads.
Instead, we want to be fully supported by listeners, by you. So here's what you do. Basically, we post an episode of the show, and you pledge your support by giving us some money whenever we do that. But don't worry about breaking the bank, because you can also set a spending cap. So say you can only afford to give $5 a month. Well, just set your cap at $5 and then no matter how much we post, that's all you'll give. If you look down the page, you'll see we only have one pledge level, a $1 minimum, because we want to keep things dead simple and accessible to everyone. Just create a Patreon account, set your pledge level and sit back, knowing that every dollar helps us make Thrash It Out. And yes, this is a stock video that Patreon gives us to show you how it works. Sorry about that.
It really is that simple. When we post an episode, your pledge is billed, but only when we post an episode.
See, we're planning to release Thrash It Out in volumes of 10 to 12 episodes. So when we finish a volume and take a short break before releasing the next volume, you won't be charged because we won't be releasing episodes.
The minimum pledge is $1, but you can actually pledge whatever you want. So if you love the show, put in $2, $5, $10, whatever.
And no matter how much you pledge, all patrons will be invited to ask us questions, which we'll answer on a video hangout that we record from time to time. Remember, we want to make Thrash It Out 100% independent, and with your help and support, we can do that. So thanks.
And keep thrashing.
Thrash it